Hello, viewers, and welcome back to the second round of the National Universities Quiz Challenge. My name is Tembani Kumalo, and I'm excited to be your quiz master. And I'm really promising you that if round one was amazing, round two is going to be extra. I also appreciate a bit of comic relief that you got from Chido over there by the condomized desk. But I'm guessing you all want to see people boxing, so it's time I put on my serious face. But as I already announced, there was a gracious chance by the adjudicators that they gave to the teams that because the questions are going to get much harder, the teams will now get 15 seconds to answer their questions. So that means that they have given an extension of 5 seconds to the initial core. So what will happen is I am going to read out a question twice. As soon as I finish reading, that is when the timer can start. But teams are also allowed to write even before I finish reading the question, so long as they feel that they know whatever question that is and they know the answer to that. So it's up to their liberty. But as soon as I say time's up, stop writing, that is it. In this round, after the allocation that we had with Chido, I am joined by 3 universities that are also eager to survive. In this round, again, 3 teams will not be able to make it to the next round. So those 3 teams are going to fight hard so that they are able to progress. These are the University of Zimbabwe, Lupane State University, and Gwanda State University. So I'm going to give this chance to my colleagues from Gwanda State University to introduce themselves.
I'm Ashley Nyati from Gwanda State University studying metallurgical engineering.
I'm Tadio Adaka from Gwanda State University studying metallurgical engineering.
Thank you. Use it.
Hello once again. My name is Sawanyama John from the University of Zimbabwe studying sociology.
Good afternoon again. I'm Carol Nishawa, student of political science and diplomacy.
Thank you. And Lupane.
Good afternoon. I'm Brian Mandati from Lupane State University doing animal science and rangeland management.
And I'm Tandega Spanda, also doing animal science and rangeland management from Lupane State University.
All right, thank you. Those are the teams that will be joining us in this round. And the adjudicators who have wonderfully given them this gracious extra 5 seconds are Enizoa, who's representing the National AIDS Council, Jairos Mutore, who's representing SAYWAT, and Blessing Globo, who's representing the Ministry of Education. And our esteemed sign language expert is Priska Signoro. Right, with that said, let the games begin. Are you guys ready? Once again, this is a copy of the questions that I'm going to ask you. No one knows the questions in here, so I genuinely hope that you can brace yourself for whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think the trick to this envelope is that it requires a lot of violence. Yeah. That's the word of the year, isn't it? Violence. Anyways, without further ado, we are going to begin with category number 1, which is going to be questions based on family planning and contraception. Family planning and contraception. Question number 1 is an abbreviation question, and it asks, what does the abbreviation COCP stand for? I repeat, what does the abbreviation COCP stand for? Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Let's print your answers. All right, so we are going to start with Lupane. What is your answer?
It's control oral pill.
Thank you. Use it.
Combined oral contraception.
Thank you. And Gwanda.
Combined oral contraception, progesterone.
The correct answer that I have is combined oral contraceptive pill. Combined oral contraceptive pill. Question number 2 is a question on the definition of terms. And it asks, what is dual contraception? I repeat, what is dual contraception? Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Please show your answers. Let's start this time with Gwanda State University.
Dual contraception. It protects against STIs and pregnancy.
Thank you. Use it.
The use of more than one method of contraception.
Okay. Do you believe in the use of 2 different condoms?
That is very possible.
Okay. And how about Lupane?
The use of condom and any other form of pill.
Well, the answer that I have is a way to prevent both STIs and unwanted pregnancies. It consists of using a double protection, which is combining 2 methods. For example, a condom to prevent STIs every time you have sex, and at the same time, a more effective contraceptive method such as an IUD, an implant or an injection. Question number 3. I see you guys are calm so far. Okay. Question number 3 is on statistics, and the question asks, what is the fertility rate for Zimbabwe? I repeat, what is the fertility rate for Zimbabwe? Your 15 seconds start now. Three seconds. Time is up. Please show your answers. All right. Can you read out your answer, Lupane?
It's 3.5.
Use it.
Plus or minus 63.7%.
And finally, Gwanda.
3.5 children per woman.
The answer that I have is plus or minus 3.444 birds per woman. The final question on the first category. When is World Population Day commemorated? I repeat, when is World Population Day commemorated? Your 15 seconds start now. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Time is up. Please brandish your answers. Okay. Use it. Do you want to start off this time? Please read out your answer.
That's fine. 23 June.
23 June. Gwanda.
Yeah.
11 April.
And LSU.
16 August.
Well, the answer that I have is 11 July. So that marks the end for round 1. How is it so far? Are you guys too nervous or food helped you?
As long as we're not dead, we're okay.
Oh, that's the spirit. I hope round 2 won't kill you, actually. And round 2 is on STIs, including HIV and AIDS, tuberculosis, and cancer, category 2. The first question is an abbreviation question, and it asks, what does the abbreviation UTI stand for in line with STIs? I repeat, what does the abbreviation UTI stand for in line with STIs? Your 15 seconds start now. Five seconds. Time is up. Please show your answers. All right, Lupane.
Universal thrombosis infection.
Thrombosis. I actually thought you had written Tiambani there, and I was almost honored. Use it.
U, transmission, infection.
Thank you, and Gwanda.
Urinary tract infection.
Well, congrats, Gwanda. That is the correct answer, urinary tract infection. Next question is on definition of terms. Define adherence in relation to HIV treatment. I repeat, define adherence in relation to HIV treatment. Your 15 seconds start now. Five seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. Gwanda,
Patient following a RT consistently.
thank you. Use it.
Constant taking of pills and medication.
Thank you. And LSU.
Taking treatment correctly.
Thank you. The correct answer that I have is the extent to which a patient takes the agreed upon medication or other treatment as prescribed. The next question is on statistics. And the question asks, according to UNAIDS, what is the current global number of people living with HIV? I repeat, according to UNAIDS, what is the current global number of people living with HIV? Your 15 seconds start now. Five seconds. Time's up. Please show your answers. Yusette, would you want to start?
4.5 million.
Thank you. LSU.
423 million.
Thank you. And GSU.
133.3 million.
Well, the number is actually plus or minus 38 million. The next question is a general knowledge question, and it asks, identify any one effect of mother-to-child transmission of STIs. I repeat, identify any one effect of mother-to-child transmission of STIs. Your timer starts now. Time is up. Please show your answers. Well, let's start with GSU.
Infant born blind.
Thank you. Use it.
Child's contract of STI.
Thank you. And LSU?
Baby born with blindness.
All right, thank you. How are you guys feeling about the answers so far?
I would say fairly confident.
Fairly confident?
Yeah.
It's better than round one.
Yeah, it's better than round one.
Okay,
I like this
okay,
question.
okay. Well, the answer that I have is stillbirth, neonatal death, low birth weight and prematurity, sepsis, pneumonia, neonatal conjunctivitis, and congenital deformities. That marks the end for category number 2, which means we're now moving on to category number 3 on gender-based violence, including sexual exploitation and abuse. First question is on abbreviations. What does the abbreviation LGBTIQA+ stand for? I repeat, what does the abbreviation LGBTIQA stand for? Your 15 seconds start now. Five seconds. Time is up. Please show your answers. Yes, GSU, please read out your answers.
Okay, we have lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgenders, and intersex.
Thank you. Use it.
We have lesbians, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and yes, intersex.
Thank you. And LSU.
We have lesbians, gays, bisexual, transgender, and queer.
All right. Well, the full abbreviation that I read stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, intersex, queer or questioning, ally or asexual, and then plus. I guess the plus was kind of intuitive because there is no way you can say plus um, without saying plus. Anyways, next question is on definitions. What is gender identity? I repeat, what is gender identity? Your timer starts now. Five seconds. Time is up. Please stop writing and raise your boards.
I don't want to see the identification, but it's fine.
Okay. Let's start with LSU. What is your answer?
We have recognition according to sex.
Use it.
R1 identifies as sex.
Okay. Okay. And GSU.
A way by which any individual expresses themselves.
Well, the answer that I have is an internalized realization of one's gender. Next question is on statistics. Hope you guys like some math. Globally, how many children aged 2 to 17 have experienced some form of abuse/violence according to the World Health Organization? Globally, how many children aged 2 to 17 have experienced some form of abuse or violence according to the World Health Organization? Your timer starts now. Three seconds. Time's up. Please stop writing. Okay. Please show your answers. Wow, I like how you guys caught up with writing plus or minus. Literally means you can write any number, like 3, even if the number is 3 million. And you're like, I said plus. All right, use it. Please read out your answer.
Plus or minus 800 million.
LSU?
13%.
Pardon? 13% of what?
13% of the children.
Okay, and finally, Gwanda.
Plus or minus 35%.
Okay, well, the number is very shocking. The answer that I have is 1 billion, which means globally 1 billion children have experienced some form of abuse or violence. Yeah, let that sink in. The last question in this category is a general knowledge question, and it asks, which African country was the first to legalize or recognize LGBTIQ? I repeat, which African country was the first to legalize or recognize LGBTIQ? 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Please show your answers. So I like how sure LSU is. While everyone else just wrote in like a second, they really debated and thought about it. What is your answer?
South Africa.
What is your answer?
South Africa.
South Africa.
Well, congratulations, South Africa it is, which leads to category number 4 on COVID-19, mental health, drug, and substance abuse. Question number 1 in this field is an abbreviation question, and it asks, what does the abbreviation SARS stand for in relation to COVID-19? What does the abbreviation SARS stand for in relation to COVID-19? Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Please brandish your answers. Wow, I like how you realized that after you finished writing. It's nice. Anyways, LSU, please start.
Severe acute respiratory syndrome.
Use it.
Acute respiratory syndrome.
And
Then the first S we did not write anything.
thank you.
Severe acute respiratory syndrome.
The answer that I have is severe acute respiratory syndrome. Second question is a definition question, and it asks, what is the other term used to refer to the time it takes for someone with an infection to start showing symptoms? In brackets, 2 to 14 days after infection in case of COVID-19. I repeat, what is the other term used to refer to the time it takes for someone with an infection to start showing symptoms? In brackets, 2 to 14 days after infection in the case of COVID-19. Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Let's show our answers. Okay. GSU.
Incubation period.
Use it.
Incubation period.
LSU.
We went with incubation period.
Incubation. The answer that I have is incubation. Next question is on statistics. Statistics. And the question asks, most people who contract COVID-19 show signs and symptoms after how many days? I repeat, most people who contract COVID-19 show signs and symptoms after how many days? Your 15 seconds start now. Time's up. Please brandish your answers. So the nice thing about being a quiz master is you can literally listen to teams whisper their answers and be like, okay, this is what I see. Okay, keep going. Well, the answer that I have is 14 days. The last question is a general question, and it asks, name any one COVID-19 vaccine type offered in Zimbabwe by the Ministry of Health and Child Care. Name any one COVID-19 vaccine type offered in Zimbabwe by the Ministry of Health and Child Care. Time's up. Okay, please show your answers. Wow, this is a nice question for those who have been vaccinated, isn't it? Okay. Start with you, Gwanda.
Sinopharm.
Thank you. Use it.
Sinopharm.
And LSU.
We have PCR Sinovac.
Pardon?
Sinovac.
Oh, PCR Sinopharm.
Yeah.
The answers that I have include Sinopharm, Sinovac, Johnson & Johnson. Wow. Okay, that is interesting. So you guys have been lovely, and it has been amazing to have you guys in the studio. Unfortunately, as I already announced, 3 teams are going to be knocked out at the end. So we don't know which teams those ones are. However, this marks the end of this round. So I wish you the best of luck in the future rounds, and I genuinely hope that it is all going to work out for you guys.